Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Spellweaver video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Wisdom Corruption mill deck that comes to us from Beep on the Spellweaver database. And of course I'll put a link in the description below to the deck. This deck wins primarily through, like I said, milling your opponent with cards like Maddening Thoughts. And the primary win condition is Thaumic Reflector and Flash of Delirium reflected multiple times. This deck has some survivability against the rush with cards like Disquisitive Spirit and Noxious Fumes. Against more mid-range decks, it has Library Guards, Lamp of Zephyr, and Bloodwitch Harpy. And of course, it's got some ramp with New Horizons and some digging power with Ancient Wisdom and Thorough Study from Darius here. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right on into a game. Now, I'm playing this deck this week because I haven't gotten a chance to really play a mill deck in Spellweaver yet. I've been experimenting with a number of other decks, and I just never really got around to mill. I haven't played a mill deck since I played Magic the Gathering, where I played a deck called Turbo Fog, and that deck basically negated your opponent's battle phase over and over and over again, until you and your opponent had drawn so many cards that your opponent had to discard them because Magic has a hand limit, and your deck ran a card that allowed you to recycle your graveyard back into your deck, while your opponent probably didn't because it wasn't really all that widespread a card. So we'll see how this goes. I've tried a couple games with this deck, and it seems alright, although it is missing. It does seem to be missing vultures. This is actually kind of an ideal opening hand because we open the Maddening Thoughts, and we have some means of playing of stuff until we either draw the Corruption Shrine or we get it out early. So we're gonna keep this hand. First things first, I'm gonna send back the Power Engine or the Ancient Wisdom, because we're gonna be drawing enough cards off the Disquisitive Spirit and hopefully get ourselves a Corruption Shrine. So there it is. Especially since we're going first, I'm not too worried about getting out aggroed to the point where I'm worrying about playing these guys first. I'd like to get Maddening Thoughts in play as soon as possible. So, actually, that's ideal. So we're going to play this, draw a card. We're going to get Maddening Thoughts on our opponent immediately, as soon as we physically can. So there he goes. He mills 2 cards. We're already 2 cards ahead of our opponent. We have Disquisitive Spirit, we have Noxious Fumes, so we've got things that can answer his board. If his Spirit's Walker gets out of hand, we can take care of it. So we're going to play the Wisdom Shrine, and we're going to play the Disquisitive Spirit. That's going to allow us to draw some cards, and it'll be an answer for his Spirit's Walker. So we mill him 2 more creatures. The thing I do have to worry about is a really big Flame Walker Shaman, I think it's called. The Shaman that burns your opponent for every Shaman in the deck. He's playing what appears to be 4 Spirit Walkers, so we'll just have to see. But he attacks, we block, we draw a card off the Spirit. He's out of mana, he passes the turn. So we're going to play this for its ability, because I'm pretty happy with what I've got in hand. We're going to play the Bloodwitch Harpy and pass the turn. Now he's got to not only does he decay 2, but he's got to sacrifice something. But he probably has the Fireball, because Rage Rush always has the Fireball. We're going to be really hoping to draw our we're just going to go ahead and block here. We're going to be really hoping to draw our Flash of Delirium. He's probably got Burn to finish off the Bloodwitch Harpy, is probably why he attacked there. The Disciple of Zash to ping him off. Now this deck doesn't play any life gain because it's not in the life gain colors, so we do have to be a little conscious about how much damage we're taking. We will draw a card. We're going to Noxious Fumes the Disciple, and we're going to play the Disquisitive Spirit and pass the turn. we do have the Flash of Delirium to finish him off. Hopefully we draw one of our reflectors here so that we can play it and then reflect it back and mill him for 14 instead of just 7. So we're going to block and kill. We're going to take 2, but we're going to block and kill and draw a card. He's out of mana, so he passes play, I assume. Always changing out cards in hand first. Oh, he didn't play a shrine. He should have played that last before attacking. Okay, well, that changes things up. I was gonna use Soul Prison, but obviously now that he has another creature to sacrifice, I can't guarantee the kill on the Firebrand Goblin. So let me think. Well, I think our best option is to play Sanctum for level, play or force him to sacrifice a creature anyway, and then play the Power Engineer just so we have a blocker. So he's got to decay 2 more. We're already 10 cards ahead of him in that respect. This is gonna hurt. We have to block the Firebrand. We're gonna take 6 and go to 6. Again, this deck doesn't really do amazingly well, especially when our opponent does stuff like that, and that's their opening play. You know what? I'm probably just dead, but I gotta play the Lamp to try and act as a blocker. Wow. But you know what can you do? Ready the Lamp, block, die to a Fireball. But Rage Rush is Rage Rush. Yep, die to a Fireball. Well, that happens, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and just dive right on into another game. Probably get paired up against the same guy because that seems to be happening a lot. But hopefully we don't. With 258 people online and only 76 of them in game, you think there'd be more people to pair up against. But when you've got such a small community, getting paired up against the same person happens a lot, especially if you're familiar with my videos. Hey, look at that. The same person again. Alright, well, this is a decent opener, so we're going to go ahead and keep it. He goes first, so if he has a... Oh, wait, I go first. I'm going to play this for level, and I'm going to send back the Lamp for... yeah, let's go ahead and grab the Sanctum. I want to go New Horizons into something, so... I'm going to play this for its ability, unlock that. We're going to play New Horizons and get a Corruption level. And pass the turn. So we've got, next turn we can kill something he plays and Ancient Wisdom. So that's what we're going to do. First we're going to draw 2 cards. There's a Maddening Thoughts, that's really good. Noxious Fumes to kill it. Because we don't want that guy getting out of hand, or to let him have creatures in play. We're going to play this. We are going to Maddening Thoughts him, and we're going to Ancient Wisdom to draw 2 cards. There's a Flash of Delirium, so we've got Flash of Delirium and double Thalamic Reflectors. So that's going to be 21 cards milled for the both of us. But the point is, the plan is to get him lower in regards to how many cards are in deck. Which we're ahead now, but that's because we've been drawing so much. He hasn't really had a chance to get hit by Maddening Thoughts just yet. So, because we have the New Horizons in hand, we basically don't ever have to play a Shrine for level anymore. So there's a Disquisitive Spirit. We're going to play the Library Guards to draw a card. And we're going to play the Disquisitive Spirit to have that additional blocker. Next, we're gonna play Blood Witch Harpy because it's just that much better against Rush. Boy, is it just me or does this guy always have a fireball or a word of fire in hand? Alright, so we'll play this for the level, or for the mana, I mean. We're going to play Lamp, and we're going to play Blood Witch Harpy. He's out of mana, so he's probably just going to... Oh, wait, that doesn't force him to sacrifice anything. Alright, well, he mills 2. He can't sacrifice anything. Or he doesn't have anything to sacrifice, I should say. He's probably still got the fireball to kill off my Blood Witch Harpy, though. But we're closing in on him having fewer cards in deck, just a little bit more. I will make... Do I want to take 3? Since I can... Nah. We'll blow that up next turn anyway. Ooh, that's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to send back a New Horizons to get a shrine for card draw. Get some options in hand. Okay, so we're going to play the Blood Witch Harpy. We are going to play the Engineer to destroy his Massive Assault. Nothing gains energy. And we're going to play the Disquisitive Spirit for blocks and such. He probably... Oh, wow, I thought he would have pinged off one of our 2 creatures with his Disciple. Maybe he just forgot to. Oh, we milled a Fireball! I know that's really not that huge a deal, but one less Fireball for us to have to deal with just, you know, makes me smile on the inside. So there goes that. And there goes our Spirit. So we draw a card. Also, one thing to keep in mind with this deck is if both you and your opponent run out of cards at the same time and you're doing it on your turn, then you win because the rule with Spellweaver right now is the person whose turn it is wins in the event of a draw. So we are going to get that for level. We're going to play double Reflector. And we're just going to double Horizon, or we're going to play Horizon for the Corruption Shrine so that we can have Soul Prison unlocked should the situation call for it. Okay, so we've got the Flash of Delirium. We've got the ability to flash it back twice, or to reflect it twice, I should say. That is going to be important. We're going to block his 2/1. He's still going to put 3 damage through, but he's tapped out. He can't ping and kill off our Blood Witch Harpy. So he's at 31, we're at 32. So what we're going to do is we're going to ready the lamp, kill off his Ramgak. No, I have nothing to use in that situation. He's going to be forced to sacrifice his Goblin Warrior here on his turn. So actually, I'm just going to draw once and draw into a Power Engineer. That's good. That's something I want to make sure I have. And then we're just going to pass the turn. So he's going to go down to 28. We draw either one more Flash of Delirium, or if we draw either one more Flash of Delirium or one more Reflector, I think we just win the game. Because he's at 27, one more would mean 28. This is only something that was... Yeah, that was played this turn, so we don't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna play this for love or for mana and draw the card. Alright, there's Noxious Fumes. So 7, 14, 21 puts him to 6 cards, puts me to 8 cards. We're going to Noxious Fumes this. We're going to make him sacrifice a creature. And we are going to draw once. Okay. And then we're going to pass the turn. We're closing in on a victory here, people. He's just got to not have crazy burn damage to the face. Oh, that New Horizons is not what I wanted to see. So we're going to send back the New Horizon. We're going to Wisdom Shrine. I think we just win because... Well, either way, I'm going to play this for card draw. Okay. So, Flash of Delirium. Reflect. Reflect. Play the Blood Witch Harpy. And we win the game! Like I said, I've never played a mill deck before. That was fun. Okay, well, that was a couple games with a mill deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Math is power, you know. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 2. Math is power, guys. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with that game, with that deck. I think it needs Infernal Vultures. I personally just think that card is too vital in a mill strategy. Not only does it give you that little extra mill, you know, 4 cards when you need it, but it also helps you recycle creatures back into your deck, which is important in a in a matchup against Control, because Control is going to be trying to wear down the cards and such, so that, you know, you kind of need the Vulture to recycle, because you need to be able to keep drawing, you need to be able to keep having or digging for answers. At any rate, guys, if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, the whole 9, you know, it's everything you do to support me, helps support Spellweaver in general. And as always, guys, may the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies' enemies.